There he is. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Two Man Tactics. This is where typically the map calls for a ton of troops, but we're taking it on with two. My name is Dilo. Today's going to be a little bit different for those of you that enjoy watching my stuff. Today I'm going to be doing a random map, and also I'm going to be having a new mod called Going In Blind, and you'll see what that's all about in just a minute. So this is going to be a mission generator. That way, in case you didn't want to get spoiled on any maps that you're going through, you can still watch these without worrying about that, right? I'm going with a medium map, that way it doesn't take too terribly long, but I do want the opposition strength as big as we can go for, and then clear hostiles, just that way we can have more free fun with nades and stuff. I'm gonna just kind of randomize this thing, and let's go. Alright, so hopefully we get like a 6-man, something like that. We got a 4-man, so it's a little bit smaller than what I'd like for a good 2-man tactics, but we'll roll with it. Eliminate all terrorists. We're hitting a street corner house in a fortified area of the city in the region, looking to clear opposition and help pacify the region. Enemy forces 28 poorly organized insurgents. And we'll go for like bigger maps later on in this series. I just want to get like a good solid map in. Let's see, we got a few different places. Ooh. Okay, so here we go. This is the Going In Blind mod. We can't really see much of what we're doing, so we're gonna have to just kind of deploy. They said this was a corner house. All right. I'm gonna take us B Money here and SweetIslandKush as our two guys, and we got them rolling out on pretty much AR platforms. Got silencers, L-cans. I'm gonna have him with a med bag in case we run into any big bumps. He's got a GL, so that'll help us just kind of clear out some spaces real quickly. A lot of nades and stuff like that. 2 H-type grenades on both of them, and then they both have the extended vest, high cut with a mandible, and then nods. I'm not sure if this is a night map or a day map. Does it say? Because if it's a day map, we should really not bring nods. Okay, we can't see much, but if there was a fuse box, we would see it here, I think, anyway, because we can see some lights. So little bit reading into it. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the nods then, because this opens up their point of view a lot, and so if we don't need to have nods, I'd rather not have them. Okay, and that's all that we can really do. Let's get into it.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
Okay, cool. It was daytime. I'm gonna take off the ghost silence on both of them, and just like it kind of sounds, the Going In Blind mod literally makes it to where we only see what we have seen. And so it makes it way harder. I'm just gonna kind of open up some angles here so we can eat away at what we don't know. Looks like this is our MRAP that we came in. That's fun. And then I'm gonna have him kind of back. Well, I guess first, just so that we can get this darkness taken care of. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna have him swing back this way. Oh, okay, we've got some long angles, got some entrenched areas going on. Yeah. Here, let me get. There we go. Let me get just further eyes, and I'm gonna try to work with this barrier here. And do we have thumbs up for killing on? I can't remember. Yeah, there we go. This kind of helps me have just one-on-one engagements as much as we can. Looks like there's nobody there, so we are taking them by surprise. Possibly. Nobody yet? Really? I'm surprised. Taking me by surprise. Nobody informed me of this. Okay, we're just gonna come this way. Looks like that's a bus. Another entrenched area. Okay, you can't see past the bus, so I'm gonna have him stare down this way. He's gonna clear out behind our MRAP. I doubt there would be anybody there, but mean, what if we got there and they were like out there anyway? Okay, I'm gonna have him carefully take that corner. Okay, there's nobody there. Let's work this angle a little bit more. Do we know that there's nobody here? Yeah, no. So let's use this car a little bit. Okay, there's no hostiles out in the street. This looks like that's our entryway. Sheet metal gate. Is there anything else along this thing? No, it's all fencing. We got a big fencing area here. Flimsy door, flimsy door. Nobody out in these streets. Okay. I'm just gonna have him take up a position to kind of watch that while I work this outside area just a little bit. That way I can assure that I don't have my back to anybody when I try to breach the main building, because that would just be so sad. And we might be able to get eyes behind this bus here also. Okay. Careful, 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 careful. Okay, we have eyes behind this bus also. Okay, nobody behind the bus. Okay, now the question now is, where do we want to breach? We basically have two ways of entry. We got this door and this gate. The gate, this looks also like the edge of a building, so we could nade over that maybe. Let's like kind of hightail it over there to plus up, get to running.
Got it.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna start working up this way. I think we can get all the way to the sandbags. There we go. Yeah. And once we're here, let's have him. If he gets behind the truck, can he see the door? He can. That would be a really strong angle. Okay. Well, he's on his way there. We can just like huck a Molotov over. There's bound to be somebody here, right? Just a cheeky molly. Nobody. Didn't sound like anybody was offended by that. I haven't watched that though. Okay, and hopefully they're not like coming out the other side, because that would be really sad right now. Okay, have him just gently open the door. How far can we go over and still see? We can go all the way over. Sweet, let's do that. Have him kind of stand off in case there's an S-vest. Him just take as much of that as we can. Okay. Looks like that's it. We're gonna have to run it over
On it.
and start pieing this from close. Cool. This is quite the large space over here. It's a corner house. Cool. Have him kind of here. Oh, there was somebody. Okay. Corner house has a lot of windows. They have drapes on them though, so that's good for us.
Clear.
Okay, now that we're here, let's have him pan in also, and plus him up, and then we're going to roll this in, and he's going to eventually be looking there. He's going to eventually be looking there. Go. Okay, clear on the corner. There's just one guy back here. Let's start rolling. You're gonna have to roll that corner very carefully. And we're going to roll him in and watch over there. Have him actually kind of follow. Is that a boarded up window? Wow. I actually have never seen that before. First time I've seen a boarded up window. What would you need to get through there? Like a torch? There isn't a whole lot of options. There isn't also a door back here. Right? Yeah? So maybe it's on this side. The door, the back door. Because I ain't seen nothing else. Yeah. Let's kind of come up to this window. They know I'm here. What the? Where did he come from? Where did he come from? What? What? He just appeared? Did anybody else appear? Where's the back door? Is there a back door there? Did they just get messed up? That door's open. I am terrified of this whole thing now. That is not okay. What happened there? Pull away and you start panning from far. I feel like you just came through the wall. Oh my god. Have him kind of teeter back. They're shooting like that thing. Can we come past here? We can't. I don't like that. That sucks. Let's have him come over here and can he like huck a nade? Yeah. Well, I don't think we should do that. Hello? Hello? What the hell? Where are these guys coming from? Are they coming all the way around? Let's take off the good shot. Does that guy have a sword? Man, I like really don't like how enemies are just popping out of nowhere. That's terrifying. Okay. I feel like man, I'm terrified to get into this building. Because if it's like this outside, it's gonna be worse inside. No? I need to look at this way. Like, are they just gonna appear? Are they just gonna appear? Have him start taking this. Okay, that's that machine gunner from before. They were flanking. But now that we've hopped this window, I don't think they can. Just taking them out. This is a huge room. You know what? I'm gonna check back real quick. We have a good plate. Plate on that. I'm gonna... Do we use an H-type grenade here, maybe? To open this up. Clear another angle before we open into this big area. Let's do that. Let's pull back. take a quick look. Alright. Pull you back. Nope. And then you with the cross. Cool. Let's actually have you swap real quick. Cool. Looks like that window barricade could just be shot out there. Okay. Now we're gonna have to take this. Okay. Good clicks. We might take a round there. No? Okay, cool. On this plate. You
Roger.
need to reload bad.
Changing back.
Oh, it's getting hairy.
Tango down.
I can't wait to see what this looks like in the replay. Okay, that's good. Gonna molly like that area. Got a single doorway. Alright, I don't think anybody is in this side room. Unless they're like there. We have to take that room first, I think. Okay, cool. Had to be sure. Alright, now we're going to nade this room. And then... Oh, that was dumb. Oh, that was really dumb. I had him out there, that way he wouldn't get hit by the nade. And then we're just gonna GL in there. That hits us, huh? Okay. We're being kind of silly. Being kind of silly right now. And he should, like, med himself real quick. And then I'm gonna have him come back. This whole setup is just frantic to try and get this freaking place clear with only 2 people. It's a riot. Okay. Mint, bro. Mint. 100%. Nothing bad could have happened there. Keep forgetting to use the space bar. I always forget. I'm always like clicking. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. That was good. Alright, another one. You H-type that wall.
Clear.
Fantastic work. We come in, we take that room. strong wall this.
Got him.
Just a double assure. Nobody's back in there. Okay. I need to... I mean, why don't we? Oh, we're gonna have to swap. That's why. So let's nade instead, just to clear that thing
Frag out.
We can actually come up to here just fine. Cool. There was somebody in there. Now I'm like here, and here. You know. We're out of H types on him. Let's use one here, just next to the wall. That was dumb. Didn't open the door. I always think they're gonna open the door. Never opens the door. I don't know why I even try it these days. It's quite the angle that we just passed up. Here. Okay. Come here and go ahead and kick the door. Fuck it. And then pan the door at the same time. You kind of... Okay, cool, fantastic. And we're good to spin around on that one. And we're gonna take like this. Okay, we got a little door over there. I'm gonna have you like this, and you're gonna pin that door. Alright, keep panning. Just to double make sure. Boom, okay. He's gotta be in there. Right? Okay, let's have you swap. I hope he doesn't come out. This way.
On it.
I can have some fun here. Let's see. How do we want to end this last guy? We want to like molly this. Okay. And then we want to like GL that. And then we want to like H-dep it because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
3, 2, 0. Out. Tango down.
Wait a second. He wasn't the last guy. Where did we miss? Here? The level would have ended if that was the last guy. Did somebody like rotate and they got stuck somewhere? Oh my god, no. This is not good. This is so not good. What's happening? Oh!
Good job. Mission complete.
There we go. Somebody was flanking or something. But yep, there we go. Another clean ass two-man tactics. Let's roll the replay. This was such a cool mod. First time using this here going in blind mod. I thought it was pretty cool. Let me know in the comments if you liked it way better as well. Kind of added like a sense of really not knowing what I was coming into and just going with what I could reasonably say was a solid pick for our weapons here. I think the GL paid off a lot. The GL was solid. The AR on both of them were also very solid. They had the AL cans for the short because it's a 1-4 sight, so they had it for the short and for the long range engagements. Because a medium map, maybe if we get into a large map, we would definitely, yeah, I'd probably put at least a 1-6 on somebody. One of the two operators. But the further that you make one operator, the further you must make the shorter you must make the other. I was kind of sad that there was nobody there. You know, I wanted to hear like a something. They locked the back gate though. Security on point. Alright, coming in here. Take this area for free, essentially, you know. There was just that one guy chilling way in the back there.
No tangos.
That boarded up window seemed like we could actually have shot through it pretty easily if there was like a manual firing option. And then where did that guy come from? Where on earth did that guy come from? And then another one over here, right? This guy I thought was like flanking, but he was just like here or something. This is right up here. Yeah, where did he come from? Where on earth did that dude come from, dude?
3, 2.
Maybe I wasn't supposed to go this way first or something. And the game was gonna spawn a couple of guys back here. Solid shots there. Solid clicks. Paranoid that there might be somebody coming up. Did that angle get us anybody? Yeah, okay, got one. That's cool.
Clear. New mag.
This was really something, trying to get through this living room here. There were a lot of angles to cover. This kind of covered anybody that was going to be flanking around. And I move into the grenade, bro? Like, what am I doing? Clear this out. There wasn't anybody in here. Met that guy up in just like the middle of the living room. No need to be scared about none of that. Doing none of that. Get a few guys. There were a lot of guys in these big open areas. We did a reload in here, I think.
Clear.
Dude, right on a dude. Fantastic. Fantastic read. And it opened up like this entire area to just being like a skeleton. Got that guy for free off the grenade. The door didn't open there. That was a little bit sad. I was still able to walk through there, I think, if I needed to. Just ended that dude taking a shower. And then we set up for this. It was supposed to be our last hurrah. 'Cause there was a dude in there. That was sick. But then he was over. I don't know what that call was. Somebody like died just before. I kind of want to see who that was. It's like right in here somewhere. Oh. Okay, so somewhere. I think he's over here. There. Who died? Was it here? Who died? Yeah, he goes, ooh, over here. How did he die? Yeah, and then the last guy died.
Mission complete.
How did that guy die? I wish that I could see in here. That's one thing that you don't get with door kickers. You don't have like something where you could just like turn off everything or whatever. That way you can just see like where the enemies were and stuff before the map started. But anyway, yeah, there's another two-man tactics. Thanks for coming along for the ride. This is kind of fun. If you have any other suggestions for mods or any kind of challenge that I could put onto this, let me know in the comments. I'd love to take on another challenge. But yeah, till next time, laters.